Gonzalez?
Miguel had this before and missed the start, but I think we were working with a off day there, if I remember. So it's the same groin. I was talking to him before I came down here. Very similar. I don't think it's something real long, but we'll have to make a decision between now and tomorrow. What you're starting to beat around, we'll talk about some more after we get done here.
Was there a certain pitch that you noticed?
Last pitch, inning before, Wally actually picked up on it and talked to him. You could tell there's something different going on there in that next inning.
He'd seen Rodriguez before, but what did you think of the way he pitched for them?
Very about what you expected. I mean, he's solid. Got a lot of balls deep in the zone on some good fastball hitters. It's impressive. We've seen it many times. Same delivery, same side of the rubber, same stuff. I'm very proud that our guys scouted and developed a guy to the point that could get us Andrew, and I'm sure there's some guys. They could pick a scenario. We like him, good kid, that he would pitch well and we would win. So I don't wish bad on anybody. I know one thing: the Red Sox will trade with us again. If you always make it pretty even trade, they like working with you.
The big play, the attempted sacrifice bunt. Many catchers make that play.
Matty he talked about it on the mound. You guys could talk to him. He some adjustments we want to make from the bunt defense we had on. We weren't sure. They swung the first pitch and then call him down, and they got some options there. He's a good hitter, but that was something Matt had talked about on the mound with everybody about what we're going to try to do. But it was a bang play. Manny made a good read too, but that's what they talked about.
How impressive was the bullpen tonight, having lost Miguel early, and then they threw those shutout?
Yeah, it'll be forgotten that Mac gave us gave us a couple innings, I think it was, and finished that one, another one, and Chad's been pitching real well for us. With a 6-man pen, we have to approach things a little differently now until we get full. So a little different dynamics of trying to put it together each night. It's part of the penalty you get for having somebody suspended.
Because you're short in the bullpen numbers-wise, does that make the Miggy decision one of those things that you kind of have to make
Miguel,
it soon?
you mean?
Yeah, Gonzalez, because
not necessarily. I want to stay away from Brad tonight because we have a left-hand starter tomorrow, and there'll be a lot more right-handed tomorrow. And I'm just trying to. I got Max back tomorrow. Mac can pitch every day. That was one of the reasons why we want to keep him. But we were discussing the options. Some guys haven't been down 10 days. You can bring everybody's in play if you DL somebody. But we're trying to get to Sunday
now. Sooner rather than later, because you have 4 more days before he has to pitch. You obviously could use another guy in the bullpen and then figure something out after that.
It'd be fine for tomorrow. Physically, everybody will be available tomorrow. It's just whether or not we want to continue down that path right now and wait. Are we going to know a whole lot more in one day? It's going to be a real challenge for us to get to Sunday without making a pitch and move. I think we all know that, especially with the teams we're playing.
You mentioned Rowe. Well, this is a guy who wasn't a high-profile signing for you guys.
Not for me. No.
But but the time he's been here, he's been.
Where he really got everybody's attention was in the spring as a backup, making road trips. The way he approached it, I think so many guys figure out what's going on, and he's kind of at that stage in his career. Y'all have heard me talk a lot about those 28, 32-year-old guys, and he's been on both sides of the mountain, and he knows when something's green and when something's not green. And he boarded every bus we took, it seemed like, and got everybody's attention by the way he pitched when he got that opportunity. And he's taken it and run with it. And the good thing about it, there's other guys in Norfolk and Bowie that are doing the same thing.
Fields that bunt and throws a guy out at third. Is that easy to forget that he was coming back from a surgery?
No, I thought about it. Yeah. I said, I guess his arm's okay. We wouldn't have him here, wouldn't be playing him if we didn't think it was okay. But we're going to be, it's always tempting to ride him in there again tomorrow, but we're lucky to have Caleb and Cleb and Audrey Perez and you know. But yeah, I thought about it. I watch him throw down between innings. I watch him a lot. There's a lot of throws the catcher makes. I mean, those 140 pitches you throw, the catcher's throwing the ball back to the pitcher every time with that. So it's a wonder it doesn't happen more than it does. Well, that Swihart kid's a good-looking player. They got some pretty good group. I'm not going to say anything, get in trouble. How's replay going?
How impressive have you been with Britton to get
replay?
five outs twice in the last week? I mean, it's
well, they've all been in very similar circumstances. This would have been his 4th day without pitching. He'd thrown 14 pitches in 4 days, so 3.5. So you won't see that all the time, but he was equipped to do it today, and it's one of the reasons why we did the 6th and 7th inning like we did it. And I felt like if you look at the order, if we could keep them from turning around, that Zach could pitch in the 8th inning where Ortiz was. Ortiz has had some success against everybody, though. So we got enough outs to set up the right situation for him.
Do you have any sense on any pattern at all with replay based on, I mean, I know before, but also based on tonight?
You guys are watching just like me. You're very attentive to everything. You guys just, I'm not telling you how to do. You guys write what you, I'm there watching it too. I know our guys, I look at the still photos after and whatever. I'm sure there's something. You got me. I'm going to stop there, okay?